Okay, this is a finished piece of beadwork from the kit that's ready to be attached to the flap. And when you cut it out from your hoop, and make sure that you leave like about less than a quarter inch, ideally about 3/16 of an inch of felt all the way around. That's kind of the sweet spot for beading it onto the flap. And then place it on the flap, get it in general position, just sitting it there, and you'll notice that the flap is slightly larger on either side. And that is because when people are finished making their piece of beadwork from their pattern, they are always a different size. They never come out exactly the same. And if any piece of beadwork ever came out larger than the pre-cut flap size, that would be a problem that you couldn't resolve. You can't come back from that. So the flaps are cut a little bit larger than what your beadwork will turn out to be, so that you can customize the edge to the optimum point of beading it all together. And so what you'll do is you'll place it in position, and down here where your thongs are, that particular point at the very center, at the bottom, you'll just have that be flush right there. And then the oversized flap will just kind of spread out from there. But this will be edge to edge exactly the same. And then up here at the other extremes, you will just split the difference. And when you've got a good eye on it, you could scribe it if you want, but I found that that doesn't really last good enough. When you're talking about cutting the leather out, you really need to have something you can count on. So I like these little Jelly Roll gel pens. It's just a white gel pen, and it makes it super easy. And what I do is I just start nibbling away at where, and now my gel pen's not working. Let me grab a different one. Okay, this one's working great. And I'll just check my distances again here. So I'll just start nibbling away here at the line of leather I want to remove. Kind of like that. And when you start cutting, you won't really go any further than the edge of the thong on either side. And then when you get up here to the top, right to the edge of the felt at the top of the beadwork, you're going to need to then just start floating the line over to the edge again, to your original cutout line of the flap. You can't continue it and then change how far in the flap is cut. You can't really do that without creating problems down the line. You just have to get it there and then drift the line over gradually to the edge of the flap. And I'm not left-handed, so I'll try to do this right-handed on the left side. So it'll look something like that. And once I get it to right about here, to the top of the beadwork, to the top of the felt of the beadwork, then I'll just start to drift it over to the edge. So when I go to cut it all out with my scissors, this will just be a gradual line that transitions back to the original cutout point. And so I'll cut that out and then we'll move on to the next step.